said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely, David Pollack, 25-yard line. So Jacksonville State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both
speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. He's got him. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's got it. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end.
You want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays.
Top unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators offense will get the ball for the first time. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching.
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the height. I'm excited to watch this debut.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Dragged down.
And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. And a good, solid
Team, but nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this.
Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And with that stop, guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Working the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Power football with the run. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. So they move to stick him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can...
Right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over LSU.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Livingston. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That's reeled in, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory now. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
And absolutely, figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Gets away. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. That 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Play action on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Can! So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Trying play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping.
Line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, when I can run fast decision, you could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. Looking for space. It's Cook. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Cook. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense flexes it.
And for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Oh.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. He's finally snapped it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking for a man. It's Bagway. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who's... They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for room. It's Cook. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They short of the first down line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He took a hit. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. That internal crowd just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Ball. Plows through the defense. And he's knocked down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Wimsatt. Got a man. It's Johnson. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now
See, they got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. With the catch, it's Brown. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got the first down and still on his feet. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. First play of the first possession of OT. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line and down. Quarterback may change this route. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Gators! And they're on top here in overtime. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the air. It's Wimsatt. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on 3rd down trying to generate a tie.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation